Welcome back, blade lovers. Yes, it's me, this old sword, back with you once again. A few days older, but still here and still kicking. It's been just a little while since I dropped a video earlier this week, as a matter of fact, in August 2023. Yes, I'm dating the video, but you're going to have a date on the video anyway. Okay, what's this all about today? I have called this massive folders because they all fold and they all are big boys. Now, what do I mean by big? You can mean a lot of things with knives when you say big. They can be several feet long. They can be a sword. They can be long and narrow. They can be cold steel, like big and long, 6-inch blades, whatnot. These aren't in that category. These are chunky boys. These are massive. These are tall in the blade. And they just give you a feeling of strength and power when you hold them, whether or not you've got a use for them, right? Although some here on the table are very useful, some are fanciful. You decide if any of these are important to you, or perhaps you already have one or two. Where do we begin? Well, we begin with a little bit of a reveal here, so we're not hiding anything from you. I'm going to start with the Artisan Proponent. It is a massive, yes, massive knife designed by Dirk Pinkerton. And this is the Knife Center Special in M390 and all titanium and all bead blast. Yes, dull finish. And I don't know, it gives it a sort of additional presence. We've got these lug-like jimps on the top here. Look how deeply cut they are. We got an incredibly thick blade. And by the way, I may throw a measurement in here or there just for comparison today, but all of these have their own reviews. Just look them up on the channel if you're interested in learning more about each one. But today it's more about kind of a look-see and figuring out why they're massive. Well, we've got a tall handle and a tall blade on this Proponent. It is just coming in shy of 2 inches height, a bit over 1 3/4. It has that famous hole in the handle and guard, in which you can put a steel stud that screws in and makes it a virtual fixed blade. It ain't going to close. But it ain't going to close accidentally anyway because it has a massively thick frame lock to go along with a massively thick blade. And this guy is heavy. Oh, how heavy is it? Well, I don't know that we can fit the scale in here, but I've got the scale off to the side. Let's see what we can do for you. I'm going to see if I can lever there. It is an amazing 11 ounces. Oh, wow. An 11-ounce knife. What is that, about 1.5 pounds? Crazy stuff. And you feel it when it's in your hand. But, it's a very neutral grip. And you can hold her this way. You can hold her this way. And it's got that tremendous, I would call it a sax style blade. Looks like they cut off a portion of the blade, but that is a full 4-inch blade, even though it looks stubby. Beautiful knife. If you have the chance to pick one up from Knife Center, it is so nicely done. The original is still nice too. They're only going for about $60 in D2 with G10. And we're going to put that guy off to the side and we'll do a final parting shot before we're all done. See how far back I can get without losing my background. It's not too bad. Okay. Next up, how about the Formax Scout by Cold Steel? It is a lockback with a triad lock, massively thick. lock on this guy, I mean, is just, what are we talking about here? See, I said I'd measure now and then and drop things in between, right? Can't hold on to things so well. Yeah, we got 0.20 on the lock back, and the blade's probably going to be about the same because it's got to match up to the thickness pretty much. Yeah, close to that 0.18 on the blade. And by the way, I think if I didn't tell you, the steel on the Proponent is M390. I think I did mention that because it's a special one. Formax Scout, I think here we're talking AUS 10A, made in Taiwan, kind of a tumbled finish. Massive knife, but a real user, I would say, as opposed to the Proponent, which you could try to figure out a use for. This guy is a great hunting and outdoors knife. It's got a lock that has been proven to withstand all kinds of poundage, much more poundage on the back of that than you could ever hold with your hand. They're talking 600 pounds, I think, sometimes in the Triad lock, and it still does not fail. Well, please show me someone who can hold 600 pounds in one hand, and then that becomes useful. It just proves a point. It's a strong lock. It's a damn strong lock. Double thumb studs. And it does roll out very smoothly. Got a lot of tension on that spring, however. And this guy weighs in at just a little over 10 ounces. So the Artisan's heavier, but this isn't far behind. Nice length of handle to hang on to. 4-inch blade. Maybe that's the Formax part. And I don't have a whole lot of cold seals in the collection. I've got enough, and they are the big ones. Let's see if we can fit that in there somehow. Big knives on a small table. What can I tell you? I'm going to jump over here to one that is very impressive. This is the Kizer Sheepdog XL, and wow, it is XL. We've got an extremely tall blade on here, coming in right about the same as the Proponent, between 1 3/4 and 2 inches. We've got a weight on this guy of 9.3 ounces, the lightest so far. It's got that layered carbon fiber that not everybody loves. Pretty sure that's not carbon fiber through and through, but it could be because it's got kind of a basket weave texture that you can actually feel. I'm looking carefully. I don't think it's carbon fiber through and through. Hard to say. It almost could be a carbon fiber. You know, I really don't know. I was going to say it almost looks like an embossed kind of a thing. Anyway, blue pivot surround, 154 cm steel. Wharncliffe sort of blade on this one, maybe towards a sheep's foot even, although it doesn't round. It's got this interesting little detail here. And you may know the designer on this one. I'm not sure I can see it. They got the paw print. I should remember it. If you know, let me know. Because a lot of you guys are very well versed in who designs knives, and can always use some help. No jimping on this guy, 154 cm, as I said. Comfortable ergo handle. I mean, that fits into the palm nicely. Really nice. And it's a chopper. I mean, you could call many of these cleavers, right? Let's put the Sheepdog back. And we get to an unusual one. The Smilodon. This is the Alpha Smilodon. It is PMP knives, I believe. Comes in its own kind of little gift box with a coin or a card and everything. It is, it's a PMP. M390. Heavy stonewash. Probably the lightest of the bunch. What do you say? Titanium handle. Yeah, 8.1. Kind of a flamed, hard to see it, kind of a flamed and fragged titanium handle where the frag kind of blends off into smoothness on the top and the bottom. Almost a full backspacer. Got a glass breaker, ceramic ball in there, and a clip that is way up there on posts with a ceramic ball at the end. It does work in and out of the pocket pretty well, I found. Frame lock, hardened steel insert, yada yada. Deadly drop shutty. Just crazy on that one. Not too many of these are drop shut. I would say the Proponent is for sure. PMP Smilodon, named after the saber-toothed tiger. That's kind of a stubby blade with a useful forward belly. Not too aggressive a point, but you still do have a point there. Little thinner stock on the blade, but not thin. Real interesting knife. And what do? We have one more left. Oh my God, we're through all 5 already. This is the Concept, new from Concept. This is the Corvid XL. I had a choice. Concept wanted to send me a knife to review. They sent me this one. I do thank them. And this is the largest one. And it has this interesting adult meeting the youth fist bump on it. Not everybody's going to like that, but it is kind of novel. It's got a light blue G10 handle. It's a liner lock, fairly heavy liner lock at about 40%. Nice drop shut action, and yes, you can use the fuller on that one. It's a little smooth. It's got this interesting kind of a gray wash on it. Definitely a cleaver, definitely a chopper for sure. Hand filling. And it's another one of those we can measure. That is 2 inches. So this is the tallest so far. And that's all we're going to do. So it is the tallest, period. Big knobby jimping, just like the Proponent. What's the steel on it? I believe 154 cm. Yes, it is 154 cm. It is, as far as I know, an internal design by Concept. No, it's not. I take that back. It's a Koch Tools design. K-O-C-H Tools. They've done some other designs for Concept. And, they do their own stuff as well. Got a really nice go-forward full choil, finger choil there. So if you want to do some slicing with it, after you're all done prepping your pork chops. What do we got for weight on this guy? Since I weighed some of the others, all the others, I think. We got 8.6 ounces. So amongst the lighter of these blades. And let's see if we can get them all out here for a parting shot. I think that'll do it, sort of. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's my offering for today. Massive folders, the Proponent, the Corvid XL, the Smilodon, the what Smilodon? Alpha Smilodon. I knew I was missing a name. The Sheepdog XL by Kizer, and can't miss it, the Formax Scout from Cold Steel. In case you forget the name, it's there forever until you wear it off. Hey, let me know if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. I'll be back with you soon. Take care.